Picture this, you get 2 inquiries for amazing projects in 1 week, but you have to turn them both down because you're already working 60-hour weeks. Sound familiar? Well, look, most interior designers think that they need to wait until they feel really ready to hire help. But here's the thing, waiting too long actually makes everything harder. In this video, I'm going to break down exactly when and how to hire your first team member when you're a sole interior designer so that you can stop turning down work and start building the business you actually want. So if you've ever thought that hiring someone just means finding anyone willing to help, then this video is going to completely change how you approach building your team because I'm going to show you the proper process that actually works. I'm Kate Hatherall, and here at the Interior Designers Hub, we teach people how to get qualified as interior designers and then how to set up, grow and run their own successful interior design businesses. Now, most designers make 2 huge mistakes when it comes to hiring. The first is that they wait too long until they're absolutely drowning in work. And the problem with this is that you end up trying to train someone right when you're too busy to train them properly. Building a team takes time, and every new person that you bring in creates a whole new dynamic. The second mistake is hiring the wrong person, often by accident. That's often a friend who offers to help or someone who just happens to be available. But just because someone's willing doesn't mean that they're right for your business. So here's what happens when you get this wrong. Either you burn out trying to do everything yourself, or you end up with team members who actually aren't making your life any easier. Look, I've seen designers hire someone and then spend more time fixing their mistakes than if they'd just done the work themselves, and it's so frustrating. So how do you know when you're ready to hire? Well, there are 3 clear signs. Firstly, you're consistently turning down work because you simply can't take on any more. Secondly, you're probably feeling really frazzled, like you're constantly running around putting out fires instead of actually doing the work in a controlled manner. And thirdly, you're probably working too many hours week after week with absolutely no end in sight. But here's the good news. Hiring your first person doesn't have to be huge or scary. It could, in fact, be someone just to handle a small part of your business like bookkeeping, or to manage some of your social media, or placing orders for you and managing returns. And the key is when hiring is to be strategic about it. Now, most people think that outsourcing is about getting rid of the tasks that you don't like, but honestly, that's not the right way to think about it. Smart outsourcing is actually about freeing yourself up to stay in your zone of genius. And those are the things that only you can do that actually grow your business. So for example, as a sole trader, you probably shouldn't really be outsourcing your social media completely because often you're the face of your business and it's your personality and your expertise that's actually attracting clients. But outsourcing your accounting, well, actually that's brilliant because every hour you spend on bookkeeping or whatever is an hour that you're not designing or not winning new clients or not being the face of your business. So how do you actually outsource properly? Well, firstly, you need to get really clear what you're looking for. Now, look, I know that writing a job description might feel a bit over the top when you're just hiring your first person and it's just you, but actually it's really important. So start with the ideal scenario and work from there. What specific skills does that person need? And what type of person would fit with how you work? How flexible do they need to be? Do you want someone who takes the initiative or someone who prefers clear instructions? How do you actually want to work with them? Is it through regular check-ins or more independent working? Next, you need to think about the actual tasks that you want to hand over. So are they repetitive admin tasks that follow a clear process, or is it more creative work that's also going to need your artistic input? Now, the more specific you can be up front, the better your chances are of finding someone who's actually going to make your life easier. Now, the next thing to think about is, well, where do you find these people? Obviously, there are the usual places like job boards and recruitment sites, and even using your own network, somebody that knows somebody else, but just make sure they're the right person. In our Hub Insiders membership, we actually have designers that help each other all of the time. So for example, some members specialise in technical drawings, or others specialise in social media and content creation, or they work as design assistants managing procurement. And it's really brilliant because they already understand the design world, they know the pressures that you're under, and they've often got complementary skills to yours and they can just hit the ground running. And of course, you're also going to be supporting another designer's business at the same time. So if you're a Hub Insider, make sure to reach out to those people. But wherever you find your people from, just start small and test the waters. So begin with maybe a specific project rather than ongoing work. Find out how that person communicates, how they handle feedback, and whether they actually understand what you need. And here's something crucial too. Make sure you're outsourcing the right things. So keep those tasks that showcase your expertise and personality, but hand over the stuff that's necessary for the business but doesn't need to be uniquely you. Now, the biggest mindset shift with all of this is to stop thinking that you have to be ready to hire and start thinking about building your team gradually so that when those busy periods hit, you've already got systems and people in place. There are lots of people that are happy to take on work on a freelance basis, and it's about building up that network so that when you do get busy, you've got people to go to, and then in quieter times, you don't have to worry about paying their salary all of the time. Now, if you need some help with building your interior design business, I've got a free roadmap that shows you all of the stages that you need to go through. If you want it, all you need to do is comment roadmap below and we'll send that right across to you. It's going to help you to see at what stage you need to hire in your business and also whether there are any other steps in your business that you're missing. So if you've enjoyed this video and found it helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you next time.